hope Soma's doing all right. He's been back and forth between his lab and Sakaki's for days now. I don't know when he's sleeping, if he's sleeping. I guess he dug out some of his mom and dad's old research notes or something. That's what he said, anyways. He was grumbling about his dad, and you know how Soma gets when he's on a rant like that. He can curse very creatively, but he had this look in his eye. It was driven, but almost excited. I was glad, really. He seemed to be getting past all this, accepting his parents regardless of the problems. And then the Nova they created turns into something like this. It's more than one guy should ever have to deal with. It'd be way too much for me to deal with. It's the same thing that happened with Alyssa. I don't know how to help him, how to make it better again. And of course, I always come whining to you for help. I don't know. Seems kind of far-fetched, doesn't it? It would be pretty sweet if that's true, though. Let Operation Laughing Soma begin! It is only now I realize I've never gotten him to crack a smile.
The Nova's in the area. Fan out and track it down. When you've confirmed the target, signal for backup. We'll converge and face it together. Understood?
No sign of the Nova out here either.
Guys, check out the moon! It's freaking huge.
And if the moon was our target, we'd have found it already. It's up there every night, you know.
The Nova's nearby. This monster roams free because I let it, and I will be the one to cut it down.
Really? Is he really doing this?
Oh, we can't let him face it alone.
On it!
I'll put you down! Die!
Soma! Disengage, Soma! We gotta get out of here! Soma! Talk to me, buddy! Come on! Not good!
Do you hear me? Anyone? What's wrong?
Thank heaven you're back. We lost contact with Soma's team. We've had no comms and no visuals since they went dark. I'll ping their last known location. Go find them.
We will.
Let's move.
No.
I'll cover you. Nothing's breaking through! Shia?
No, you can't be.
How'd you...
Really her.
What in the world was that? Come in. Please answer. Situation report, anything.
We're here. We're okay. Hibari, send an exfil chopper right now. Put the medical unit on standby.
Right, got it. Sending out the orders. We'll have them ready for you.
3 of our own. That monster managed to bring 3 of our best to their knees. They'll survive, thank goodness, but they will be laid up for quite some time to recover. Longer still before they can fight again. I am truly sorry. This was a disaster. I should have seen it coming. The second Nova is growing at a pace unprecedented. I didn't see that risk. I didn't predict it. That monster must have devoured countless origami by now. Likely a sea of twisted and chaotic bias factors are warring within it. We have to face the possibility that engaging the Nova in combat is not a viable option. If even our vaunted first unit stood no chance. To be honest, I don't know. I am at a loss. No, there is one possibility. It would need the entire first unit in prime form if it is to end better than our last attempt. Oh, it's crazy, but it just may work. We'll wait, however. No point in getting everyone's hopes up. Once the others have fully recovered, we can broach this again. Sakuya provided me with a preliminary report of the encounter. It's interesting to say the least. The girl may very well have been Shio, except we've seen no evidence of a singularity or any anomaly. Suffice to say, a much deeper investigation is in order. It all comes down to this. We cannot afford to press the Nova. The Den would be defenseless if it chose to attack us here. Moreover, until everyone is back on their feet, I am hesitant to plan further strategies. I know a lot of pressure just fell upon your shoulders, but I have every confidence in you.
Well, it's the plain truth. Leading a unit is not for the faint of heart. Am I right? Wake up one day with a promotion, and suddenly all those people, all those lives, are your responsibility. But at the end of the day, kid, you're not meant to be a miracle worker. You're meant to do some good where you can. Everyone seems to forget the captain's already got a handful with their own lives. Sooner or later, though, you'll find yourself with a hand free, and that's when you reach out to help someone else. Part of the job. Point being, there ain't no time for brooding in this job. Your team, they're still alive. Isn't that enough for now?
Our ride should be here any minute, you two.
We're ready and waiting, baby. I guess I probably could have taught you this stuff before. I know I left without giving you the big speech. Anyway, I figured I'd pop in and give you a little touch of advice, huh? Make your life a little easier. Well, it's the plain truth. Leading a unit is not for the faint of heart. Am I right? Wake up one day with a promotion, and suddenly all those people, all those lives, are your responsibility. But at the end of the day, kid, you're not meant to be a miracle worker. You're meant to do some good where you can. Everyone seems to forget the captain's already got a handful with their own lives. Sooner or later, though, you'll find yourself with a hand free, and that's when you reach out to help someone else. Part of the job. Point being, there ain't no time for brooding in this job. Your team, they're still alive. Isn't that enough for now?
Our ride should be here any minute, you two.
We're ready and waiting, baby. I guess I probably could have taught you this stuff before. I know I left without giving you the big speech. How an officer is supposed to make decisions, survive, lead the team, that sort of thing. Anyway, I figured I'd pop in and give you a little touch of advice, huh? Make your life a little easier. On that note, it's about time for the chopper to get here. I am starving. And what does a guy have to do to get a cold brew?
I didn't expect you so soon. I'm sorry. This is my fault. Everyone in this hospital is here because of me. Enough. I don't want you to pity me. If I hadn't let this happen, if I just dealt with it on my own, I never should have involved you all in my mistakes. I'm not the God-Eater you are. Everyone knows. I don't delude myself, but still. The Nova, it's my responsibility. At least I thought it was. The sins of the Father become the sins of the Son. And when the Nova got loose, I saw it arrayed before me again. That sin dragged out for all to see. Or maybe a chance to bury it forever. Looks like that choice has been made for me, hasn't it? I'm sorry. I've taken too much of your time with my self-loathing. There is one more thing, however. That girl, the one that looks like... She's been sighted around the den a few times. Dr. Sakaki and I brainstormed a few theories and came up with a solid reason as to why she's here, as to who she is. The best guess we have is that she was born from an artificial Nova fragment. While it fought with us or other Aragami, weak pieces of the Nova may have shattered, some of its oracle seeping into the ground. Its ability to activate and ignite oracle cells may have drawn the pieces together and, in a way, formed that girl. She's so fragile, like glass or snow. No core, no heart. Right. That's right. It is only a small piece of theory, but I think I understand why she appears. It's the moon. She appears like the tides, all surrounding the wax and wane of the moon. Once, they were all the same. All part of one Aragami. The Nova that resides there, and the one loose here, and the girl. Let me say this once, and we'll leave it at that. That girl Whatever it may be, it's not Shio. Just a rogue element that the Nova absorbed. Some fragment of a fragment that makes it appear like her, but it's not Shio. Thank you for coming to see me. I'll be ready to enter the field again tomorrow. Farewell.
It's great to see you all back in your fighting trim. Oh, I know we've been pushing you hard since the beginning. In truth, I wish we could afford more time. I'd love to give you a vacation.
I don't want to lose my edge. Wouldn't want the tickets to the gun show to sell out, if you catch my drift.
I'm glad to hear that from you, Coda. A little confused, but mostly glad.
We're ready to enter the battlefield. But have you come up with a way to defeat the second Nova?
In a way, Alyssa. You see, Lika and I put our heads together and advanced a number of theorems and strategies. The only one that held any water, however, was Godark Delicacies.
Oh, what?
I think he means what?
It's an odd term, I know, but it does have merit. When we slay Aragami, our Godarks take in a part of their bias factor. The problem is, the Nova works the same way. The clash of those similar factors is nullified.
Hence, we must make our Godarks stronger, yes? We must devour Aragami, rare ones that the Nova has never encountered.
Sounds promising. Let's get on the hunt and take some rare cores.
It won't be easy. I mean, it never is. Some Aragami have eaten artificial Nova fragments, making them very rare. They are perfect targets, but also about the Nova's equal in sheer power.
Ooh! Perhaps we could call them Dreadnought-class Aragami. That sounds dreadfully frightening, yes?
Yeah, Dreadnought. Pretty frightening there, Doc.
Good thing he didn't lose his edge.
They're called Dreadnoughts, Alyssa! Dreadnoughts!
As luck would have it, we already have leads on a number of potential Dreadnoughts. I know it's risky to send you on such a hunt fresh from the hospital bed, but if the Nova reaches them first, we lose our advantage. So I ask, are you up to the challenge?
Oh, you know we're up to the challenge. Whatever, I'm totally not scared of dying and being eaten by a giant monster. No way, that's ridiculous. Let's do this.
The report said it likes to hunt in this region. The Aragami should be nearby.
Then it's time to do some hunting of our own, right? Guys?
Something wrong?
Hey, wait! Hold on.
She looks just like Shio. What was that?
What the hell just happened? Someone tell me what just happened.
Tell me everybody saw that.
Yeah.
That was a resonance, wasn't it? There's nothing else it could have been.
Looks like we have a more pressing problem.
You guys, these scouting reports will be a great help.
Yeah, you know we're not putting our necks on the line for kicks and giggles, right? You owe me big time for that.
Of course, Carol. I promise, the next mission with a large bounty will be all yours.
We're glad to help, Alyssa. Just let us know if there's anything else we can do.
I might hold you to that. Thanks again. Oh, hi, you two. I was just coming to see you. The scouts in the defense unit tracked down some of the dreadnoughts for us. They've been hunting them all over the Far East. Now that we have solid intelligence, all that's left is to take them down and challenge the Nova again. Soma, what's with that look?
Where did you get that book?
Ah, totally forgot I had it. Dr. Sakaki lent it to me. It's an interesting study, really. The former director had a lot to say about the construction of the anti-origami wall.
Why would you waste your time with his words?
It's not a waste. We need to seize every advantage if we want to defeat the Nova. It doesn't matter where the help comes from. I started trying to push through it when I was in the ICU. It's pretty dense stuff, though. Not a beach read, to be sure. But the research? Soma, your parents were brilliant. It comes through in every word they wrote. Your parents were trying to protect humanity. They made mistakes, they were wrong, but the proof is here. They wanted us to survive, to flourish. Perhaps we can never forgive the former director his mistakes. Perhaps we shouldn't. But no one can deny that someone with that passion, with such vision, should be the one leading humankind. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to pick up the latest tactical analysis from Lika, if you'll pardon me.
When did she... Alyssa just... She's right. I owe the people of this place so much. Not just because I've made mistakes, but because they've constantly forgiven them. You're one to talk. You're the only one here who takes on more than I do. Although, to be fair, you're pretty talented. Who knew it would take Alyssa to make me see it? I won't make promises that I'm not sure I can reach, but I will try.